this video, I'm going to show you how to share large amounts of information from a matter which might have traditionally been limited by the size of email. So let's go to a matter, and you might be wanting to serve some evidence on an expert, or alternatively take a large amount of information into a location where you know you're not going to have an internet connection, and so want a large portion of the file available to you offline. So a change in case ratio is that now you have what we're calling the Tucker's mini cloud, which enables you to take up to 500 megabytes worth of data offline in one hit. Now that's quite a lot of information when you're talking about files that aren't video or audio. So let's take this file for example. Let's say I'm going in to visit a prison. So I am going to take the whole case in this instance because hey, this is a small case and it's a good example. So once I've selected the documents that I do or don't want to take, so let's just say I don't want those, then all I do is click on the little cloud and straight away I just need to give it a description. So right, now I can grant access to obtain this material and limit that. So if I know that the person is going to be downloading it within 5 days, then I can get that to expire at that point. Or if you know you want it to be open for the life of the case, then you're going to have to give it a bit more time, but you must put an expiry date. This is important for GDPR. So I'm going to put, I know I'm going to do this today, so this is going to expire tomorrow. It's automatically going to generate you a password. Just hit submit. That's going to generate an email with all you need to pass on access to this material or obtain it yourself. So in this instance I'm going to send it to myself, and it's automatically going to be attached to the matter. So if I was sending this to an expert, there would be a record of the details that I'd given. So once I've done that, I can hit send and it's gone. So if I give it a second and I refresh the page, I should actually find that this email is attached to the matter. So because we're outside of Citrix, all I need to do is copy the password. So I'm going to use Control and C other than the right click and copy, and I can just press on the link to open it up, and I'm going to Control V to paste the password and submit. Now this takes me to a page where I can download all of the content that I've just selected. It's going to put it into a zip file, and there's some explanation as to what you need to do to obtain the information, but I'm going to take you through that. So I'm going to hit download, and that is then going to spend some time downloading the data. And once that's downloaded, you can simply click on save, and it's going to go to my default location, which is my downloads folder. Now here I can use my shortcut to my downloads folder, and I can go directly to that folder or actually just open the file itself. I'm going to open the file, and because this is a zip, it's automatically taken me to the extract tab, and I'm going to want to extract all, and that's going to unzip the information and make it accessible. So it's automatically presented me with the finished information, but before I show you that, I'm going to show you exactly what it's done. So that information has been put into my default location, which is my downloads folder, so I can access that by opening File Explorer and then going to my downloads. In there you can see that it's zipped the information up with the matter code, and when I have unzipped it, you can see the small zipper indicating this is a zip file. When it's unzipped, it creates another folder with exactly the same name, except it won't have a little zip on it, and it won't say compressed if you're looking at file type. So I'm just going to sort these by name, and then I can find it here. So here is my unzipped version. So if you're looking for it, that's where it'll be. So I'm then going to open that up and do as it says, open me, and that is going to give access to an offline version of what is effectively the history of the matter, nicely indexed and searchable. So now I'm going to go into my offline scenario. So what I might want to do is have this ready and also open up case ratio offline. I might want to prepare, if I'm going to do an attendance note, I could come along and say, right, and let's take a look at what we can do. So we're ready to take my notes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to left click and drag to the side of the screen till the mouse hits, and I'm going to let go. So I'm going to split screen. And now what I've got is my nice indexed file ready to access and my notes ready to be made.